Welcome to A Moment in Time with Taylor. Calling all entrepreneurs. I'm Taylor. I do 3 hours of live content every single day, and I cover tons of different topics. So I help people to reach their health goals, their wealth goals, and their relationship goals. Hey, Warren, you were the first comment of the broadcast. Miles, hello. Thanks, guys, for coming in. I am going to be covering wealth goals today. So I'm an entrepreneur myself. Hi, Steven. And Nikki, hello. Have you been working out? Hello, Boxa. Hello, everyone. I hope you're having a great day. I want to read a book that I've read at least once before. I want to read it again, but this time I want to read it with you guys. And it's called The E-Myth by Michael Gerber. And I'm going to basically skip the first 116 pages and pick right up on part 3 of the book. So it's a 3-part book. Hey, Snarly, how's everybody doing? Thank you, Miles, for the super hearts. Thank you for super hearts of the broadcast. Hi, Beck, how are you? Thank you. I love it. We're putting dough in the jar. Get it? Vegan dough? That's my favorite joke ever. Charles, hello. Another entrepreneur in the house. I don't really know what everyone here does that I see so far, but I know Charles does his own business. So this totally changed the whole way that I look at my business. And if you watch my replay from Friday, hey Julian, how are you? Wait, what is happening with the emojis? Hi Casey, how are you? How's everybody doing? Oh, it is afternoon, huh? I feel like I didn't get as much done as I thought I got done today. I thought it was a little bit earlier. Do I have a list of my top 10 favorite books? Top 10? No, but I have my top 3, which are... Actually, here, I'll give you these 4. Hey Dean, how are you? You're well? Good, I'm glad you're well. So if you watch my replay from Friday, I had my friend and mentor on, Ed, South Jersey broker, and he was talking about how much he loved this book, which I recommended to him also, this book that we're going to talk about today, and how it actually changed the way that he's been running his business, and he's been in business much longer than I have, so pretty awesome stuff. Good testimonial there from Ed. And then as far as my top 3 books, I have Ayn Rand, The Virtue of Selfishness, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey Trapper, how are you? And then I have Soul Centered by Sarah McLean, which is an 8-week meditation program. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you want to take screenshots, that's why I'm doing the countdowns. How is the eggplant? So delicious. Oh my god, I had it for lunch again today. It's so good. So good. The Virtue of Selfishness. Yeah, that's probably my favorite book. And Soul Centered by Sarah McLean. And then Positivity by Barbara Fredrickson. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes, I did redo my nails this morning. Thanks for noticing. No one really noticed. I look very nice today. Thanks. I put red lipstick on. I haven't worn my red lipstick in a long time. Do you meet many other Ayn Rand loving yoga folks? To me, it's an interesting mix. I don't, per Dizzle, but I don't meet a lot of Ayn Rand loving folks in general. A lot more yoga folks. Last one. This one I read pretty recently, and this is called The Art of the Argument, Western Civilization's Last Stand by Stefan Molyneux. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, Warren, I do that. I do 3 emails a year, so every 4 months you'll get an email from me that has the last 16 books plus that I've read. I read at least 1 book a week, so you can sign up for that at femyoga.com, and you can also see all of my previous newsletters that I've sent out. So I've sent 2 so far, and I won't be sending out another one for a couple months, but go get signed up and you'll get the next one. Okay? So let me sum up what this book is really about. It's called The E-Myth, but it's not about like e-commerce or online retail, web kind of stuff, which is what I thought the book was about. It's called The E-Myth, but it's actually, the E actually stands for entrepreneurial myth. So it's called Why Most Small Businesses Don't Work and What to Do About It. Hey Charlene, there's another entrepreneur in the house. Charlene actually bought my book, which if you're interested in doing exactly what I do, which is making money on Periscope, then you can get that at Fem Yoga too by clicking shop. So there's three different parts that of each entrepreneur, three different characters, you could say, within you. One being E, the entrepreneur. That's your really creative part of you, the part of you that is all about loving the challenge of solving problems and creating new ideas, new product ideas, new goals, kind of always expanding and being really creative, I think is the best way to sum that up. And then you have your managerial part of you. Oh, thank you, Charlene. She said, yes, everyone get Taylor's ebook. Thank you, my love. So you and check out Charlene, Positively Slim, right there. She just commented. Check out her content too. She's a fitness trainer and she does food scopes and a lot of really, really cool broadcasts I love. Hey Widrick, how are you today? So the second part is the managerial part of yourself, which is the part, the organized part, the part of you that is overlooking everything, wants everything to be just so in its place, and is a little bit more resistant to change, almost like the opposite, balancing the entrepreneur, wants things to kind of stay predictable. It doesn't have pictures. No, Elazarian, it does not have pictures. It does have an organization chart on page 174, I think it is. 177? 175. There's a picture for you. How's that? And the third part of yourself is the technician. So this is the part of you that does the work, the part that can get the job done, gets it done efficiently, gets it done quickly, does it with a smile, does it really well, and is always kind of honing their skills as far as their actual trade. And as an entrepreneur, you have to be really careful to work on your business and not just in your business. And as you grow and mature your company, you're going to work progressively less and less in the business, and mostly you want your majority of your time to be spent working on the business, kind of more of a bird's eye view, overlooking the big picture rather than the little teeny parts that make the whole thing work. Do you get a free picture of me signed and autographed? For what? I don't understand what you're even asking me, but no, I don't. I'm not a model. Hello. I don't understand what's happening. Okay. Hey, Bugsy, how's it going? Scotch tape? Scotch tape for audio tapes? I'm not sure what's happening right now. Okay, so let me... Duct tape. You're just saying words with tape in them now? Electrical tape. Hi, Chris. How are you? Sorry, guys. I'm going to be right with you in just a moment. Stand by, my dears. Ooh! Sorry. I have audio on, apparently. Oh, there we go. I've been waiting to do that for a long time. Whew. Sorry, I had to ban someone on Twitch. We're live on Twitch also. And I'm done with that now. Thanks for bearing with me. And I am uploading like 8 new YouTube videos to my YouTube, so hopefully that's not going to make me lag at all. What books you found to be the most influential to my personal growth? Well, I just went over those, and I get asked that a lot. So for my more loyal audience who's been here a bunch, I'm going to keep going on with the content I have here. But no, you guys can ask questions, and I am here to respond to comments as well. What now? All right, so those are the 3 parts: the technician, the entrepreneur, and the manager. That's pretty much what the first 2 parts of the book are about. Part 1 is called... Hi, CG, how are you? And if you guys are entrepreneurs, go ahead, put up what you do in the chat, what your business is, what kind of people you help. So part 1 is the E-Myth, an American small business. And part 2 is the Turnkey Revolution, a new view of business, working on your business, not in it. So we're going to start right over on page 117, like I said, with part 3, building a small business that works. You're sleepy, Julian? Well, if you want to fall asleep, you can. Whoa, even, are you talking to me? Whoever you're talking to, I don't like it. So I'm going to give you one warning, and then you're going to get blocked if you're going to be angry. Hi, Joy, how are you? The author is Michael Gerber. All right, so we're going to talk about the business development process. Tolerance for failure is a very specific part of the excellent company culture, and that lesson comes directly from the top. Champions have to make lots of tries and consequently suffer some failures, or the organization won't learn. You're welcome, Chris. Thank you guys for being here. That's Thomas J. Peters and Robert H. Waterman Jr. in search of excellence. So thanks, guys, for being here. Mr. Perfect continued to like eggplant. Let's be honest, he ate around the eggplant, but I liked the eggplant, so I ate it. I don't love the eggplant, though. I definitely, yeah, I think maybe if I had sliced it thinner, I don't know. It's like the seedy, pulpy part that's a little, like I had seeds in my teeth after, kind of. I don't know. Yeah, if you know anyone who might be interested in this content, you know any entrepreneurs, feel free to share this out to your followers, retweet this on Twitter, and that will help us to get this message across so that we can have more successful businesses all throughout the globe. Hey, Brandon, there's another entrepreneur in the house. I love it. I love all my friends who are entrepreneurs. All right, so building the prototype of your business is a continuous process, a business development process. Its foundation is 3 distinct yet thoroughly integrated activities through which your business can pursue its natural evolution: innovation, quantification, and orchestration. Innovation is often thought of as creativity, but as Harvard professor Theodore Levitt points out, the difference between creativity and innovation, hi Phil, there's another entrepreneur in the house, is the difference between thinking about getting things done in the world and getting things done. Creativity thinks up new things. Innovation does new things. Hey, Donna. The franchise revolution. Okay, franchise. Yeah, franchise. We don't have to talk about my franchise because that's not what I'm personally working on here. Innovation. Okay, quantification. But on its own, innovation leads nowhere. To be at all effective, all innovations need to be quantified. Without quantification, how would you know whether the innovation worked? Me and Ed were working on this on Thursday, and then I got all the data entered and finished today, and we're able to figure out exactly how much I make on this business per viewer, per sponsor, per follower. I can see how many... Tim? Hi, William? Your name is William and Tim? I'm confused. I don't think I like that one. I think that one can go. Okay. Yeah, so now I can see when I change things, you know, how it affects the numbers. So it's quantifiable, which is really important. By quantification, I'm talking about the numbers related to the impact an innovation makes. Like for me, I do giveaways, and that has a pretty big impact on my YouTube channel. Interesting. This says, Tim from Chicago. You're using, yeah, but your username is William. That's very interesting because your name is Tim. Hi, yeah, I'm excited to meet you in Chicago. You guys, if you're in the Chicago area, I'm going to be there the weekend of April 20th. Me and Steph Taylor live, Asif, maybe Hindsight. I think Tyree will be there. Who else lives in Chicago? Is Dan coming? Wolf Puppy is coming. I think Scott is coming. Is Lizzie Bear coming? So essentially, it's calling the entrepreneur to monitor the impact factor of their services and product. Oh, of course, yeah. I think the quantification is pretty basic. But this says, begin by quantifying everything related to how you do business, and I mean everything. How many customers do you see each day? How many in the morning, in the afternoon? How many people call your business each day? How many call to ask for a price? How many want to purchase something? How many of product X are sold each day? At what time of the day are they sold? Excuse me, how many are sold each week? Which days are the busiest? How busy? And so forth. Oh, good, I want to meet you too. I think that would be really fun. You can't ask too many questions about the numbers. Eventually, you and your people will think of your entire business in terms of numbers. You'll quantify everything. You'll be able to, this is funny, this is exactly how Ed said it today. Read your business's health chart by the flow of the numbers. You'll become as familiar with your business's numbers as your doctor is with your blood pressure and pulse rates. and maybe even more familiar. Hi Jay, how are you? Are you an entrepreneur too? Because without the numbers, you can't possibly know where you are, let alone where you're going. With the numbers, your business will take on a totally new meaning. It will come alive with possibilities. And then the third part is orchestration. Once you innovate a process and quantify its impact on your business, once you find something that works better than what preceded it, once you discover how to increase the yeses from your customers, yeah, kind of, yeah, your employees, your suppliers, and your lenders, at that point, it's time to orchestrate the whole thing. Orchestration is the elimination of discretion or choice at the operating level of your business. Bitcoin retiree, sure, you can advertise your business on Twitch if you like. Without orchestration, nothing could be planned and nothing anticipated by you or your customer. If you're doing everything differently each time you do it, if everyone in your company is doing it by their own discretion, their own choice, rather than creating order, you're creating chaos. As Theodore Levitt says in his stunning book, Marketing for Business Growth, discretion is the enemy of order, standardization, and quality. So your entrepreneur wants to do everything at their discretion, but your manager wants everything as part of a system. So there's a checklist, a step-by-step, a training program, a manual, a reference, something, a guide, an outline, structure for everything to work within. Okay, we should be successfully reconnected. Sorry about that. Hey, Trevor, welcome back. Hopefully you guys are leaving the broadcast, coming back in. We skipped there for a minute. OBS crashed on me, but hopefully you guys come back. Thank you. Good to see you back. All right. If you don't own it, you can't depend on it. And if you can't depend on it, you haven't got a franchise. So it's the idea of starting a small business as if it's a franchise, as if one day it's going to be a multi-billion-dollar international company and you're going to be cookie cutter creating these all around the world. Thank you, Trevor, for the super hearts and retweeting and inviting your followers. You're awesome. You'll always come back to the chat for Taylor. Thank you, Miles. Thank you, guys. If by a franchise you understand that I'm talking about a proprietary way of doing business that differentiates your business from everyone else's, in short, the definition of a franchise is simply your unique way of doing business, like the Fem Yoga franchise. And unless your unique way of doing business can be replicated every single time, you do not own it. You've lost it. And once you've lost it, you're out of business. The need for orchestration is based on the absolutely quantifiable certainty that people will do only one thing predictably: be unpredictable. But for business to be predictable, your people must be. Then what? Then, hey Frank, the system must provide the vehicle to facilitate predictability. To do what? To give your customer what he wants every single time. Why? Because unless your customer gets everything he wants every single time, he'll go someplace else to get it. Orchestration is the glue that holds you fast to your customer's perceptions. Orchestration is the certainty that is absent from every other human experience. It is the order and the logic behind the human craving for reason. Let go. Hey Zen, thanks for being there over on Twitch. I really appreciate having moderators on that end. And when it doesn't work any longer, change it. The business development process is not static. It's not something you do and then are done with. It's something you do all the time. In other words, once you've innovated, quantified, and orchestrated something in your business, you must continue to innovate, quantify, and orchestrate it. The business process is dynamic. Okay, we get it. The world will collide with whatever you've created and sooner or later destroy it. The business development process is that which enables you to preempt the world's changes. It hopefully precedes them, anticipates them, and if not, at least is infinitely flexible in relationship to them. All right, and then we'll skip the anecdotes, shall we? Creating systems for your business. We're on chapter 11 now, your business development program, and I'm a little parched, so I'm gonna get some water. Wipe off my lipstick there. How are we looking? Good? Still pretty bright. Everybody feeling okay? Should we do a little stretch? Keep your body moving. Don't be too stagnant. Give yourself a little chiropractic adjustment here. Good. Hi, TMF. Hey, Zen, you moved over from... I know, it's a little boring on Twitch, right? Oh, well. Oh, well. Okay. Now you understand the task ahead. To think of your business as though it were the prototype for 5,000 more just like it. Oh, you're on both. Yay. Good job on the shelf. Thanks, Dana. Appreciate that. We back. We back. Yeah, sorry. My OBS crashed for a minute there, but we should be back. To imagine that someone will walk through your door with the intention of buying your business, but only if it works. And only if it works without a lot of work and without you to work it. Imagine yourself at that moment. Imagine your smile inside as you say, "Let me show you how it works," knowing that not only will it work, but it will work better than any business he's ever seen. Imagine yourself taking the potential buyer through your business, explaining each component and how it works with every other component. How you've innovated systems, solutions to people problems, how you've quantified the results of those innovations, and how you've orchestrated the innovations so that they produce the same results every single time. Imagine yourself introducing the potential buyer of your business to your people and standing by while they proudly explain their accountabilities to the fascinated stranger. Imagine how impressed the potential buyer of your business would be upon being presented with such order, such predictability, such irreproachable control. Imagine the results of your business development program. This is the step-by-step process. Hey, Tim, there you go on your other account. Through which you convert your existing business, or the one you're about to create, into a perfectly organized model for thousands more just like it. Your business development program is the vehicle through which you can create your franchise prototype. Yeah, you know, Twitch might be stuttering because we had a crash. It doesn't seem to come back quite as good as Periscope does, so I'm not sure why. The program is composed of 7 distinct steps, so let's at least get through step 1 during this broadcast, shall we? Maybe even more than one step. Step 1 is your primary aim. Let's get started. Okay, before you can determine blah, 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 okay. Reading the TV guide, what's next on CNN? What's next on CNN? I think it's chapter 12, Your Primary Aim, by Michael Gerber from the E-Myth Revisited. Why most small businesses don't work and what to do about it. Boom. All right. What do I value most? What kind of life do I want? What do I want my life to look like, to feel like? Who do I wish to be? Your primary aim is the answer to all these questions. Consider it from another perspective. Oh wait, no, sorry, that's separate. Consider it from another perspective. Blah, blah, blah. Imagine all this. Yep. Okay. Before you start your business or before you return to it tomorrow or today, ask yourself the following questions. And I'm going to ask them. And it says, these are just a few of the questions you might ask yourself. Hey, Ocean. Oceanside Cosmo. Good morning. Good morning. It's actually afternoon. I'm in New York. How's it going? Let's see here. In the creation of your primary aim, the answers become the standards against which you can begin to measure your life's progress. In the absence of such standards, your life will drift aimlessly, without purpose and without meaning. Can you start a business with $10,000? Yeah, you can start a business with a lot less than that. I have a great book called, not me, but a book that I like. It's back here. Hang on. We gotta get up. Yeah. There we go. It's called The $100 Startup by Chris Guillebeau. Really, really good book. I love this book. And he wrote another book called Side Hustle, which I haven't read yet, but I'd like to. And I feel like some of these books here are just too much. So let's make a little more room. There we go. Better? Maybe. How's it look? It looks fine. Oh, thank you, Zen. Oh, now we have a repeater bot. Repeating the troll. Hello, Ara Noir, how are you? $100 Startup. Sounds rich. Yeah, it's actually really good. It's a good book, I think. Oh, you're welcome, Tim. You're welcome. All right, more book. It's going to provide you with purpose, energy, and the grist for your day-to-day mill. Okay? It's the vision necessary to bring your business to life and your life to your business. So let's do it together, shall we? Let's do it together. First question. What do I wish my life to look like? So for me personally, I would answer that question by saying that I want to be happily married to my husband for the rest of my life. I want to always be very social. I want to always be able to engage with people and be social and kind of interact with people, whether it be here on the internet with you guys or socially in person. I don't really have a big preference for that. Actually, I do prefer the internet. I know it's kind of silly. I like in person too, of course, but hey, Kutlua and Cute Boy 8, how is everybody doing? I'm good, Repeater Bot. How are you? Do I have Wall Street books as well? What do you mean by that? I have books about investments. I have Charlie Munger, the Complete Investor. He worked on Wall Street. He's Warren Buffett's right-hand man. Platonic love only, please. I'm happily married to a perfect man. Hello, Cream Llama. How are you? All right, so what else do I wish my life to look like? I want to be happy. I want to have a lot of positivity. I want to have a lot of humor. I want to be interested. I always want to find things that I'm interested in. I want to have a lot of freedom. I love freedom so, so, so much. Thanks, Hallucinate. Yeah, make sure you follow me, and then you'll be sure to catch me live again, and my shirt's totally coming on tucked in the back. Let's fix that. Fix our pants here. Thanks, Julian. Like, having wardrobe malfunction, but it's fine. Okay. I think that's pretty good, right? I want to be constantly learning, reading. I want to be faithful to my husband, have him be faithful to me. I think I said faithful in my thing, right? That's pretty much it. Thanks, Repeater Bot. Okay. How do I wish my life to be on a day-to-day basis? It's going to be pretty similar. Now, children are not a part of my dream for my life, no. I would say I want it to be free. I want to go to sleep when I want. I want to wake up when I want. I want my job and my work to be doing what I want, what I truly enjoy, and is actually making a positive, productive impact on the world. I want to save people's lives from depression and suicidal tendencies. Merhaba, Turkey. I want to be eating healthy foods. I want healthy food to be easily accessible to me. I want to live somewhere warmer. So that's something I'd like to move away from New York and live somewhere a little bit warmer so that I can get more sunshine on my skin and be on the beach and go outside more often and take walks and just be a little bit more comfortable, a little bit warmer, you know. And I would like that to be every single day. I'd like to get outside. I'd like to move my body, whether it be outside doing some yoga or going for a walk. I definitely spend too much time sitting down, very sedentary life. And you guys can type yours in too if you want. It's not a goal. This is actually the sponsorships that have come in over the last 30 days at femyoga.com. So this channel, everything you see here is 100% viewer funded. I mentioned fidelity a lot. Yeah, I find it to be extremely valuable to my goals. Hello, turds buds. I'm good, Llama. I'm good. Hey, Krish. How's it going? All right, so I'm going to go on to the next one, but you guys can add as much as you want to this too. What would I like to be able to say I truly know in my life about my life? What would I like to be able to say I truly know in my life about my life? What? I don't even know what that means. I'm going to move on. Is it a hurdle? Is fidelity a hurdle? I mean, it has been in my past relationships, not in my current one. Me and my husband are going on almost 7 years together, and we've not had any issues with fidelity, no. Hey, still do. Whoa. Why would you say that? Because now you can't. Okay, anyway. How would I like to be with other people in my life? My family, my friends, my business associates, my customers, my employees, my community. I want to be a source of positivity, inspiration, motivation. I don't want to be a source of just a pure source of comfort. I don't want people to come to me every time they want me to tell them everything they're doing is fine. I want people to come to me knowing that I'm going to tell them the truth. I want to be viewed as a person who is always honest, reliable, that if I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it unless there's some emergency. So I want people to feel good after they leave me, and I want them to feel like they want to do better in their lives. I love that. I would love if everyone that I talk to felt like that when I left them, because I love interacting with people like that myself. And I just realized I didn't actually put the heart race up. Oops, that's not right. What do we got here? What do we got here? Oh, I'm clicked on the wrong window. Hey, Putmana, how are you? Let's see here. Hearts. No, not that one. I want that one. Is that gonna work? Boom! Thanks for the hearts, guys. Thank you. So yeah, a good way that you can figure out how you're showing up in the lives of the people in your life is in the back of this book, The Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod. It's the email that will change your life. You're going to send them an email, something like this. The subject line would say, this means a lot to me, or I would love to get your opinion, something like that. Dear friends, family, and colleagues, thank you so much for reading this email. This isn't an easy one for me to send, but it is extremely important to me, so I sincerely appreciate you investing your valuable time reading and hopefully responding to it. Oh, thank you, still do? That's what I want. That is what I want. I'm like kicking with joy over here. I love how there's just books open everywhere. This email is going out to only a select group of people. Each of you knows me well, and I'm hoping will give me honest feedback about my strengths and, most importantly, my weaknesses, aka areas of improvement. I've never done anything like this before, but I feel that for me to grow and improve as a person, I need to get a more accurate picture of how I'm showing up to the people that matter most to me. Hey Saif, how are you? In order to become the person I need to be to create the life and contribute to others at the levels that I want, I need your feedback. So all I'm asking is that you take just a few minutes to email me back with what you honestly think are my top 2 to 3 areas of improvement. Hey Dvarianto! Hi, the Neverworld. I am sharing an idea with entrepreneurs, a bunch of different ideas. So we're working on establishing our primary aim for our business, which is step 1 in the 7-step business development program from the book The E-Myth by Michael Gerber. And then I'm talking about the email that could change your life to determine, it's like a thermometer to figure out how you're showing up in the lives of the people that you care about. So email like 20 people or so, and you ask them this. In order to become the person I need to be to create the life and contribute to others at the levels that I already said that, sorry. Yes, okay, sorry. If it will make you feel better to also list my top 2 or 3 strengths, you're definitely welcome to. That's it. Yes, Ben, yes! Great books. And please don't sugarcoat it or hold back anything. I will not be offended by anything that you share. In fact, the more brutally honest you are, the more leverage it will give me to make positive changes in my life. I don't do the Miracle Morning anymore, but I did do the 30-day challenge, and I do some elements of it. So I drink a lot of water. I don't really have a hard time getting up in the morning anymore ever since I started doing that. But I don't do I don't always do my exercise in the morning or meditate or do affirmations or visualization or really any of that. All right, Zen, that's fine. No, I didn't write either of these books. These are both written by men. Thank you again, and if there's anything else I can do to add value to your life, please let me know. With sincere gratitude, your name. You started doing Miracle Morning, nice. How are you liking it so far? I have a YouTube video about the Miracle Morning if you check out my YouTube channel, Fem Yoga. Hey Reese, Fem Yoga is this channel. It's this business. I also teach private yoga sessions. I do private coaching calls. I help people with their online businesses. I've written one ebook. I do a 3 times a year email where I send out the reviews of all the books that I read. I read a new book every single week, and I do at least 3 hours of live content on this channel every single day. And not necessarily on this channel like Periscope or Twitch, but on the Fem Yoga channel. So all my 360 videos right now are on my YouTube channel. I can't actually live stream them on Periscope. I can only live stream them on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe everywhere. I'm on Instagram too, Twitter, Twitch. That's pretty much everything. These are my sponsors for the last 30 days. So these are the people that have contributed financially to make this channel possible, which is 100% viewer funded. What don't I do? I'm not a handyman. I'm not really a construction worker type. I'm not great with sports either. All right. I'm also not great with feelings. I'm not very sensitive, so I sometimes hurt people's feelings when I don't mean to. Those are some of my weaknesses. 2000, Betty White. Betty White, hello. 2000, that was on March 3rd. That was the day that we had one sponsor match all the sponsorships that came in that day. And I think we ended at 1,705. I think it was, 1,705. And then they decided to just send the full 2,000. Oh yeah, actually, you know what, Drag? I redid 3 of them today. So this one had pretty much peeled off like immediately, because I remember how when I did it last weekend, I didn't know to use like the thin coats of polish, so I was using too much polish, and it peeled off. So that one peeled off pretty much immediately, and then my 2 ring fingers were starting to peel off, so I just did my 2 ring fingers and then this thumb. But everything else is holding up really good. So yeah, it's good. Gel moment. Check it out. I posted a link on my Twitter page if you want to buy some. Who's my favorite author? Per genre. I mean, it doesn't have to be per genre. I would just basically say Ayn Rand. Boom. Next question. I'm just kidding. Okay. Let's see. These pants are a little tight. Hey, Junior, how are you? I'm used to wearing yoga pants all the time, so jeans are I haven't worn them in a while. Thank you, Ray. How's everybody doing? How would I like people to think about me? That's pretty much what we just talked about with the last one. Your right thumbnail. I use it for everything, and it peels on the corner. You know what? I just realized my right thumbnail started peeling after I did the nails. This is one from last week, but yeah, this one just started peeling, I guess. But it wasn't peeled this morning because I checked them all. But you can barely tell, so I'll just leave that one until I do others. Have I tried any Indian books? Well, I am a yoga teacher, a Hatha yoga teacher, so I've read yoga-related books. And yoga is originally from India, so there's that. And I read the book about Gandhi's biography. Merhaba, Bat. Hello. Okay. What would I like to be doing 2 years from now? If I'm not living somewhere warmer, what I would like to be doing is in the winter, I'd like to leave New York, just get a one-way ticket somewhere warm, and then come back when I want to. That's something within the next 1 year I'd actually like to be doing that. So 2 years I'd like to be keeping that going if I'm not already living somewhere warm. 10 years from now. 10 years from now, I would be 37. I would potentially, I think by that point I would like to see this channel be a 24-hour network, 24 hours of live content a day. So if that's not going to be the Femme Yoga channel, maybe it would be my own app. Maybe I would have be running my own live streaming app. Maybe I'll be running Periscope. Who knows? I don't think I'd rather be doing that though. I would rather be owning something. So unless they're going to give me the company, which is publicly traded, so they can't really do that. Am I still coming to LA? I am coming to LA in June. Can I come to Dubai? I actually went to Egypt in the beginning of February, but not Dubai. Sorry. Yeah, so that's 10 years from now. Yeah, and then if I do decide to have children, I would like to have my children by that point. Yeah, by 37. I would pretty much want to be finishing having children by then. 20 years from now, which would put me at 47. I don't know, I guess. That's pretty far off for me to really think. Most of the stuff that I said would be holding true, and there's just going to be so much that changes between now and then that I'm pretty much happy to just keep on with the 10-year goal, right straight through 20 years. When my life comes to a close, what I'd like to have is at least one, if not many, I would like to have as many as possible, basically like proteges, people who I've inspired to create their own businesses, and someone to give my business and my kind of leave my wealth and estate to if I don't have children, or even if I do have children, I don't want to leave my stuff to them because that's kind of how I am. I would want to have people that I've kind of taught, students, lifelong students, and then when I'm dying, when I die, I want to feel confident in, what I'm leaving behind, and know that the future is in good hands. Hi, Ed. So yeah, we talked about where do we want to be in 2 years, 10 years, 20 years, and when your life comes to a close. And this is what you want from your life. You don't have to specifically think about your business, so that might be a part of some of these goals and dreams and visions, but this is just to establish that primary aim. So we're starting with just our primary, what we want our life to be like, what is the whole reason that we work, and the reason that we get up out of bed in the morning. What specifically would I like to learn during my life? Spiritually, physically, financially, technically, intellectually, and about relationships. So let's go over each one. What specifically would you like to learn during your life spiritually? I've learned enough in that regard. Physically, I would like to learn how to do handstands to the point where I can do them with no walls, and I can just do handstands and balancing handstands with all kinds of crazy Kino yoga style variations. That is a big physical goal of mine for sure. Hey, Gurans! What's going on here? We're talking about the E-Myth. We're talking about establishing a primary aim for your small business and building a small business like a franchise, something that you build your business as if it's a prototype for 5,000 more businesses just like it throughout the globe. Financially. What would I like to learn during my life financially? I would like to own a home. So I guess I have some learning to do for that. And I also want to buy my home with no loans. I want to just buy it with my own cash. I want to have $100,000 liquid and $100,000 illiquid to be my net worth. Is that net worth if it's illiquid? I think so, yes. So far, I'm pretty satisfied with that. I guess maybe I've entertained the idea in the past of becoming a certified accountant just to have another hard skill on another badge on my, what do you call it? Collar? Okay, anyway, moving on. Lapel? All right. Hello, Abby Sounds. How do you know that I'm nice? How do you know? Who told you? Who told you this blasphemy? What would you specifically like to learn technically? I dabbled in programming a little bit. Illiquid, like, yeah, like property, like my car. What would other illiquid things? I like precious metals. Yeah, stocks. That's all I can think of right now. Oh, I guess like, you know, like physical thing, like my laptop, this microphone, the camera, you know, I mean, they're all valuable, but they're not liquid. I can't just like go buy milk with my camera. Yeah, thanks for asking. Good question. Good question. So yeah, I've dabbled with computer programming a little bit. I've done what my dad does, which is SQL, which is like database programming. I've done a little bit of Java. It's something where unless you're going to do that full time, it's just really, really hard to learn it because it's like a whole new language. I would love to learn new languages. I don't know where that comes into play with this, but I'd love to learn some new languages. Stocks or liquid can be sold on any day. I mean, I guess, but it's not instantaneous. And I also feel like there's no, even money in the bank is questionably liquid just because it's like you can only take out so much at once from an ATM. So if the bank's closed, you know, you can maybe make some purchases, but if it's over a certain amount, they might not let you do it because they might flag it for fraud. I mean, I feel like unless I have cash in my hand, I don't even know that I consider it very liquid. It's all the varying levels of liquidity, but technically, yeah, any cash you have in the bank is considered liquid. Technically, so what else would I like to learn technically? I would like to probably get back into playing piano a little bit. I really loved playing piano when I was younger, and I have a keyboard, and I never touch it, so maybe we'll set the keyboard up in here at some point. We do have a lot of space now. How much do I know about fraud? I guess probably not a ton. Why? Do you have a specific question? I might know an answer. I'm not like, I haven't researched fraud. It's like they say in The Science of Getting Rich from Wallace Wattles. You want to focus on abundance, you want to focus on prosperity, and, you know, prevent negativity, but I wouldn't make a whole study out of, you know, like rape and murder or fraud. I'm already married. Please don't stick your tongue out at me. Thanks. Technically, anything else? I'm sure there's a lot of things I'd love to learn technically. We get the idea, right? Oh, I would like to become I'd have my 500-hour yoga certification so I can teach other people to become yoga teachers. That's something I'd like to learn. Someone used my card in another state. I don't know how. Did you already notify your bank? You're sad now, Gary? Oh, well. I mean, did you really think that marriage proposal was going to work? You didn't even say hi first. Hi, James. There's my graphic designer, video editor in the house. Never, never, never. Don't overanalyze, Chris said. Don't overanalyze what I want to learn. Well, I don't think you can overanalyze that. What you want. I mean, no, I don't. I'm an analyst, so. Desk chair going pro. This actually, I hate this chair. It's squeaky. Marry me too and be twice as happy. How? No, what? How would that even work? Why should I marry you? Let's hear it. Let's hear your argument. My argument is that I shouldn't marry you. Oh, and you just got blocked by Zen, so I guess you're gone now. Hello, Uncle Panook. How are ya? What else would I like to learn? I figure if I put it out there and you guys know how to do it, maybe you'll teach me. Sports and photography, I wish I could do something with that. There you go. Why can't you? What do you mean you wish you could do something like that? They refunded, but you just want to know how they did it. Did you try Googling it or ask the people at the bank, like the fraud department? I bet they're experts. If you don't, you can't be an expert about everything, but what you can do is have a panel of experts at your beck and call anytime you need them. So like my father-in-law would say is, if you don't know your melons, know your melon man, right? So if you don't know your fraud, know your fraud man. So someone knows about fraud, know that person, and then you don't have to know everything about it. You just have to stay on good terms with that person. Intellectually, what would you like to know intellectually? Specifically, what you'd like to learn? As much as possible. Invent a field and call it sports photography. I don't think that would be an invention. What's a claptrap? What does that even mean? It's always been a passion for me, but I don't know how I can put the two together. You could photograph people playing sports. It's not, come on, you're not presenting us with any kind of a challenge here, Tim. I feel like you've spent about 5 seconds thinking about it, because couldn't you just take photos of sporting events? Sports photography? Sports Illustrated, ever heard of it? I'm sorry, I'm mocking you. I shouldn't be doing that. See, this is what I'm talking about. I hurt people's feelings sometimes. I don't mean to. Tim, I don't want to hurt your feelings. I'm being a B word. We're just going to move on now. And I'm sorry. I am sorry. It's a bad habit. I'm working on it. What would you like to learn specifically about relationships? I've learned a lot about relationships. I like it. I guess maybe just a matter of balance. How can we always make sure that we can balance and maintain all of the relationships in our life without anyone getting hurt? The problem with a lot of that is license issues. It's not a problem. It's just a part of the process. Would I marry a sports photographer? What? No, I would only marry my husband. He's not a sports photographer, so the answer to that would be no, because I would only marry him. All right. I'm good, Panook. I'm good. How much money will I need to do the things I wish to do, and by when will I need it? So if next year, if I want to get a one-way ticket to somewhere warm and stay there for months, meaning I'm going to have to pay rent somewhere, I'm going to need a lot of money. I'm going to have to figure out exactly how much. What I need to do is get really clear about where I want to go, when I want to leave, when I want to come back, and where I want to stay while I'm there. So that's what I need to work on. These are just a few, we already said that. Would I happen to have any recommendations for personal development books and daily routines? Yes, we were just talking about The Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod. That's a good one for daily routines. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. $1 a day, $25,000. Wait, what did I just ask you guys? Oh, how much money you need to do the things you wish to do? What? $3 million? What do you wish to do, James? Okay. So I'll need that by December or January. And I have to figure out how much it is. So just bring the cameras that you're limited to. Ooh, I missed the button. Bye. Chapter 13, your strategic objective. $3 million buys 6 million tacos at the 2-for-1 truck. And that's what you want in life? You couldn't even eat that many tacos, James. Why you gotta have unnecessary dreams? Unnecessary dreams. I can't. I'm in a good mood. I love when I get live early. It makes me really excited. And I'm just in an excited mood today. And I'm on the bouncy chair. Entrepreneur. Hey, Matt, I'm an entrepreneur too. High five me. We just talked about how to set up a primary aim. So focus on what you want from your life, what you want from relationships, your business, your day-to-day. What do you want every day to be like? Do you value freedom? Do you want kids? Do you want to get married? Do you want to have a house? Do you want to live somewhere different than you are now? Do you want to stay where you are now? Do you want to stay in the relationship you're in now? So on and so forth. And just figure out, the next game I go to, I will try and take some good picks. Cool. Nice. Yes. So yeah, that's the first thing. And then you go into this called your strategic objective. Once you have a picture of how you want your life to be, and you come to the realization that it's more than just things to have and things to do, once you realize that what you and I really want is to have the room, the openness, to expand, to grow, to be more of ourselves, whatever that means, and to find out what that means is what's most important to us. Once you see that, you can then turn to your business that's going to help you get there. You can then turn to the development of your strategic objective. You want enough money to be called eccentric instead of weird, that's the bar. I want people to call me eccentric. James, I think you're eccentric. Does that make you feel good? You value the laptop lifestyle where I can work from anywhere in the world. Yes, that's a good one, Matt. I said freedom, but that's a good one to say. Like, working virtually is huge. I have a decent amount of books, but I need a lot more. Look at these bottom shelves. And look, there's so much empty space. We need a lot more books. Zen says people call him eccentric. Mr. Moneybags in the house. Just kidding. Why is this down so far? Oh, it's because I'm sitting on my feet. Whatever. Okay. Your strategic objective is a very clear statement of what your business has to ultimately do for you to achieve your primary aim. Yes, freedom. That's my number one value too. Yeah. It is the vision of the finished product that is and will be your business. Hi, Clements. In this context, your business is a means rather than an end, a vehicle to enrich your life rather than one that drains the life you have. It is not a business plan. It's a product of your life plan as well as your business strategy and plan. Your life plan shapes your life and the business that is to serve it. Your business strategy and plan provide the structure within which your business is intended to operate over time to fulfill your life plan. Thank you for following me on Twitch. Your business strategy and plan are a way of communicating to anyone you must communicate to, the direction your business is going, how it intends to get there, and the specific benchmarks it will need to hit in order for the strategy and plan to work. Your business strategy and plan are also useful for marketing your business to those who are important to you, your banker, your investors, and your strategic alliances in the business community. But unless your business plan and strategy can be reduced to a simple set of clearly stated standards, it will do more to confuse you than to help. NGL? What's NGL? Back to the grind. Bye! I'm grinding. It is a tool for measuring your progress toward a specific end. It is designed for implementation, not rationalization. Thanks for inviting your followers, James. It is a template for your business to make certain that the time you invest in it produces exactly what you want from it. Yep, me too, Tim. Yep, I'd love to be able to get up and go wherever I want to go. Oh, not gonna lie. Okay. It is, did I say that? Yes. Let's take a closer look at some of the standards that need to be included in your strategic objective. So the first standard is money. Gross revenues. How big is your vision? How big will your company be when it's finally done? Will it be a $300,000 company, $1 million company, a $500 million company? If you don't know the answer, how can you possibly know whether your business can help you realize your primary aim? But gross revenues alone are not enough. You also have to know what your gross profits are going to be, your pre-tax profits, your after-tax profits. At this point, you come face to face with the first dilemma encountered by everyone going into business. How can you possibly know now what your business is going to produce in sales that far in the future? The answer is you can't. Thank you, Grizzy, for the super hearts. But it doesn't matter. At the beginning of your business, any standards are better than no standards. Creating money standards is not just strategically necessary for your business, it is strategically necessary for your life, for the realization of your primary aim. Indeed, the first question you must always ask when creating standards for your strategic objective is, what will serve my primary aim? The first question about money then becomes, how much money do I need to live the way I wish? Not in income, but in assets. In other words, how much money do you need in order to be independent of work, to be financially free? In fact, there's ultimately only one reason to create a business of your own, and that is to sell it. To do it, to finish it, and then to get paid for it. Just like Ray Kroc did, the creator of McDonald's, to create your franchise prototype, to turnkey your business, to create a business that really works and then sell it. How much do you want for it? 10 times earnings, 20 times earnings? When do you want it? 3 years from now? 5 years? Why would anyone buy it? Because it works. And it works because you built it that way. You built it so that it would work better than anyone else's business. You invented a turnkey solution to your specific kind of business's problems. A little money machine. An absolutely predictable little business that does what it promises to do every single time. A business that can give you everything you want. And because it can give you everything you want, it can give your prospective buyer everything they want. At this point, another set of standards are immediately brought into the picture. Because once you've created a set of financial standards for your life, once you know what it is your business needs to provide you with as a return on your investment. Hello, India. I am from America. Cool, Tim. Nice. You're going over the things that you want. I like that. It becomes obvious that the business must have a realistic chance of achieving these standards, of producing that return on your investment. How can you know whether or not it does? By determining whether your business is an opportunity worth pursuing. The second standard. An opportunity worth pursuing is a business that can fulfill the financial standards you've created for your primary aim and your strategic objective. If it can, the business is worth pursuing. All right, bye, Tim. My name's Taylor. If it is unreasonable to assume that it can, then no matter how exciting, interesting, or appealing the business is, forget it. Walk away from it. It will consume too much of your precious time and prevent you from finding a true opportunity worth pursuing. Blah, blah, blah. Don't care about any of this. Okay. And then depending on what your business is, you're going to have all sorts of different standards that are unique and custom for your business. Of course, you can follow me on Instagram. I appreciate that. It's FemYogaTaylor, and you can find everything at my website, femyoga.com. All right. I'm done sitting on my feet now. This is called The E-Myth by Michael Gerber. Hi, Medium Penguin. How are you? That's a good name. I'm like a little too far away from you guys. What's up, New Jersey Psycho? I do meditate, yes. And thank you for following me on Twitch, you guys. Welcome back, welcome back. My Instagram name is the same as on here, FemYogaTaylor. FemYogaTaylor. So I apologize, my OBS did just crash again. I'm gonna put this right here, FemYogaTaylor. That's my Instagram handle, my Periscope, my Twitch, everything. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oops. And we're back. All right. So we're talking now about your organizational strategy. This is the part I'm really excited to get into and build for my business, and I hope you guys will build it for yours as well if you haven't already. Organizing your company. So most companies organize around personalities rather than functions. So you find someone that you want to work with, you hire them on, and then you kind of create a position that works for their personality, their strengths, weaknesses. You kind of build around your people rather than having positions and then finding people to fill those positions, which is more of what you would find at like McDonald's or Walmart or any company that's able to branch out and franchise effectively. Organize your company. Okay, so visualize what you want your life to look like. Spend a lot of time working on that primary aim and strategic objective. And then we're gonna take a piece of paper. Okay, let's just do it on a piece of paper because it'll be easier to show. Psycho, it froze up, so I don't know if you saw my text, but I got to figure out how to deal with opposing business ideas better. What do you mean opposing business ideas? Psycho, you want to talk about that more? Psycho, if it's still skipping on you on Twitch, I am live on Periscope right now too. If you get the Periscope app, or even just go to periscope.tv/FemYogaTaylor, so we can communicate a little bit easier. But I did see your question about do I meditate, and yes, I do meditate. I'm a certified Hatha yoga teacher. Hello, bot. Yeah, so let's find a piece of paper. We'll take our 67 steps notebook that we've been working on with Ed. Get a pen. Hey look, it's my Egypt Air pen. Egypt Air. Hey Ben, how's it going? Alright, so what are we supposed to do here? Draw a line across a blank piece of paper about a third of the way down. Above the line, you write the word shareholders. That is to be your role outside of the business. Inside of the business, you will from this time forward think of yourself as an employee. This will save you a lot of trouble later on. Okay, so I'm not going to do it at the third of the way down the page. That makes no sense. I'll just do it at the top. So we have shareholders at the top. Oh, come on. I already messed it up. Well, screw that. I want it to look nice. Let's go to... I'll reuse that paper for something. Don't worry. Okay. So at the top, we have shareholders. All right. So that's when you're working on your business. Actually, that's not even really when you're working on your business. That's you getting paid off of the profits of your business, basically. And then the employees is going to be, and when you first start your business, you fill all of the roles for everything, okay? But what you're doing is you're coming up with an organizational chart so that you can determine what the big picture of your business is and how much you really do and how many roles you actually fill. And it's going to make it really easy when you get your income to a point where you can then grow and expand and actually hire people into these positions. You're going to know exactly what the positions are and exactly how to fill them and exactly what kind of strengths and skills that person's going to need to really thrive in that position. Okay, so they have, I can't get this to stay down, President and Chief Operating Officer, accountable for the overall achievement of the strategic objective and reporting to the shareholders. And actually, let me show you guys what the actual breakdown looks like here. So that's what an organizational chart looks like here. So I don't know if you can see that very clearly, but the top says shareholders, then it goes down to Chief Operating Officer, and then here we have Vice President of Marketing, Vice President of Operations, and Vice President of Finance. Then we have Sales Manager and Advertising and Research Manager under our marketing branch. And then under Operations, we have a Production Manager, a Service Manager, and a Facilities Manager. And then over here we have under the finance branch, we have accounts receivable manager and accounts payable manager. Accounts receivable and accounts payable is pretty much going to be a part of even having a person in charge of your financial department is going to be a part of every single business. So you're definitely going to have that part. And actually, even as far as marketing, sales, research, development, that's going to be pretty much a part of every business as well. So this middle part here with operations, production manager, service manager, facilities manager, that's probably not going to be really applicable for my particular business. I don't have a brick and mortar business, so facilities manager isn't really a thing. But where's CEO on this? Like, why is it COO instead of CEO? Now I'm going to have to learn better vocabulary, so let's learn together. Oh, hey, look, some of my YouTube videos are ready to go up. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, sorry. Working. And this one. So my video for Sonam and Gemma, those will be going up at some point soon. Change the thumbnail. What's everybody up to on this lovely Monday, March 19th, 2018? Oh my god, Ed, are you paying attention right now? Ed? Oh my god, I want to show you guys this. I think I'm going to. It's too hilarious. Actually, you can't really see it very good. The thumbnail that this thing picked. Here, let me take a picture with my phone and then show the camera. It'd be hilarious. So if you guys don't know, Ed and I did a split screen on Friday, and I'm uploading it to my YouTube, and YouTube randomly picks like random screenshots from your broadcast to be the thumbnail. Make sure I'm not showing anything bad here. Can you see that? You're like putting a microphone in your mouth. Dead. Dead. I was like, alright, let me pick a thumbnail for this. I'm like, nope, that's perfect. That's perfect. So I'm gonna leave that one. Alright, the rest are still uploading. Brushing his teeth? Yeah, with his microphone. Yeah. Alright, so now let's look at the difference between CEO versus COO. Alright, COO is responsible for the daily operation of the company and routinely reports to the highest ranking executive, usually the CEO. The COO is usually the second in command at the firm, especially if the highest ranking executive is the chairman and CEO. So why wouldn't you have a CEO? The CEO is often the highest ranking officer of the company. It's often given to or held by the chairman of the board or the president, while the COO, yeah, they just look really white probably because of my red lipstick, but thanks, Andy. While the COO is often held by the ranked vice president of the company. But why? I mean, what does that even really mean? Chief Executive Officer and Chief Operations Officer. Execution, operations, operating, executing. I mean, how are these two things even different? Could somebody answer this for me? Alright, whatever. Let's just go with what the book says. We're just gonna have COO. I don't like that as much. Fine. Okay, so then we go down here. We have COO. Okay? And this branches out to 3 separate structures. Alright. And I don't know what the difference is between I don't know why you need a CEO and a COO. Like, what's the difference between those two? The CEO is higher, but, like, why not just have one? Why not just have one, like, the president, which is either CEO or COO, and then you have, like, your vice presidents? I don't get it. COO, COO, Chief Operations Officer. And I'm like, what's the difference between operating and executing? You're gonna leave me an audio? Yay! Can I play it on my scope? Okay. So then wouldn't you have like your CFO under that? Because they just have Vice President of Finance. Are you sending me an audio right now? Yes, I see you recording audio. This is fun. It's weird, like you can see me seeing your messages live. So let's just let Ed answer our questions and we're just gonna hang out. Not executing executive. Oh my god. What do you think executive stands for? He's in charge of making sure everything gets executed properly, right? So what's the difference between that and making sure everything's operating smoothly? That's my question, is what's the difference between operations and executive? AKA, what's the difference between operating and executing? Same words, just different forms. I wonder if you can hear me in the background of this audio. Do you guys hear that engine? Somebody's like revving their engine outside my house. Oh, I need a haircut. Need a haircut. Alright, 55 seconds. Let's do this.
So the difference between the CEO and the COO is that the COO is 100% responsible for the operations of the company. The CEO is responsible for the vision of the company. So the COO is strictly just following the systems and the processes that are set up.
The COO is like the manager.
And reporting back to the CEO, who's creating the vision and like the new things that the company is going to work on and things like that. So your COO is actually your number two in the company that basically runs the company. So if you went away for a month and you came back, the COO should be handling your company, taking care of it, making it run, all that kind of stuff. So in the beginning, you're both the CEO and the COO, but your first order of business as you grow is to find somebody to be your number two, which then becomes your COO. So hopefully that makes sense, but there's a little more detail to it, but that's the gist of it.
Okay. It's like your backup person. It's like your assistant manager kind of thing. But how come he doesn't have a CEO in his? Why wouldn't you want a CEO? He just goes from shareholders to COO. So that's why there's confusion. If this had CEO and COO, I wouldn't be confused. And he also doesn't have like CTO or CFO. He just goes right into vice president of marketing, vice president of operations, and vice president of finance. There's no other executive anythings. Or not executives, I'm sorry, chief or officers. There's no other officers. It's just a sample. Well, it's a crappy sample if it makes no sense, right? This is BS. I don't want a simple example. I want a real example that's actually useful. It's already messed up. Does it have a board for the CEO position? Trainee, my business doesn't have anything, any positions. I do everything right now. So right now we're trying to figure out what is it? What is the whole big picture of everything that I do? Shareholders can be the vision. I'm going to put, let's just put shareholders / CEO because that's stupid that you even have something that's outside of the business. The shareholders really aren't any part of this. Boom, they're gone. Now it's CEO, then COO. And then what about the other ones? So would CFO and CTO be equal with COO or no? Ed, that makes no sense. That's the opposite of what you just said. They're passive, right, exactly. So they don't really come into play here. There's no point in having them on this organization chart. You're just using the words and the definitions. You can't do that. You can't say COO is the operations person and CEO is the executor. Okay, all right, trainee, thank you. So you're saying COO is the president, CTO and CFO would be considered the vice presidents. Okay, I'm cool with that. So CTO is like the vice president of technology or whatever. And then CFO would be the vice president of finance. Yes? Okay. So I definitely need to have the financial piece. We have, what else here? I feel like shareholders should be on top. And then the CEO, then the COO, then you have CFO. Now, what do you, like, in my business, part of this is, like, camera, lighting, audio, setting up the mic, setting up OBS. Would that be part of technology? ACO would also be a VP? No. Not really.
different structures and we're confusing them. So if you have a board of directors, your board of directors creates the vision for your CEO to execute the vision, whose COO is the chief operating officer. Different structures and we're confusing them. So if you have a board of directors, your board of directors creates the vision for your CEO to execute the vision, whose COO is the chief operating officer. The COO.
Okay, I can say right now I'm never going to want a board of directors, okay?
Sometimes disguised as directors of operations, directors of marketing. It just depends, but it's generally the number 2 right under
Hi,
the
Bjorn.
CEO. So the CEO is solving like high-level problems that have to do with the vision, and the COO is executing on those things. If there's a board of directors involved, they're also providing vision, and they're providing accountability to the CEO, who basically runs the whole structure down. No one else answers to the board of directors on an employee basis except for the CEO. So in a complicated organization, you can have all of them. In a simple organization, you can have only one piece of that. So that's why that book is kind of giving you a simple top-down. There are definitely more complicated structures that can be created.
Yeah, I don't have any dreams of going public. I've had a board a board of governors. What is that? Okay. So this is CFO / VP of Finance. Same thing. I'm going with what trainee says because it's making a lot more sense to me. Even if it's only you and one other. Governors? The CEO and the COO are the same person, Walter? Yeah. Yeah, I like this better. I like the idea, like, to me, I'm thinking of my CEO as, like, my manager. My COO is, like, my assistant manager, in a way. Like, because that's the highest levels I've ever worked at before. But it's basically, like, the CEO is basically the there. That's how I'm looking at this. I'm going to put /owner. Because there is no shareholders. I don't want to go public. So there could be, like, investors. But even that, I'm putting none of that. I'm starting just CEO / owner. And then COO is like your number 2. That person's like in charge of everything in lieu of you being there. The shareholders of a private firm is called a board of governors. Private as in not publicly traded. Yeah, I know what you mean. So the shareholders of a private firm are called a board of governors? I've never heard of that before. A board of governors. Well, I don't have that. Like right now I have a private firm with no investors. No, I don't owe anyone money. No one owns the company. It was all my own money started it up. So it's just the owner. There's no shareholders. There's no one going to buy part of the company. Someone could buy the company completely, right? Can I set that up like that? That's how I want it. Somebody can teach me more. The board shut me down. I know, I did get shut down. That's the 3rd time we've crashed in this broadcast alone. It's kind of making me mad. But that's okay. Secretary. Okay, well let's stay at the higher level right now. So, what is a CTO really? No one answered that, so I'm gonna look it up myself.
Keep in mind too, that book is assuming that you as the owner or the current CEO want to eventually just exit and become a shareholder. So that's why they're giving you that structure, because they're basically saying when you get to a certain point, you're going to leave, you're going to become the shareholder, the owner of the company, you're going to passively collect income while other people build and run your company.
That's not selling your company though, right? I just want to sell the company. I wouldn't own it anymore. I wouldn't still get passive income from it. I would want like a buyout, right? Yeah, audio is a lot better than typing 144 characters, right? No, I know it's a chief technology officer, but I don't know what that means. An executive level position in the company whose occupation is focused on scientific and technological issues within an organization. So I would want that because technology is a huge backbone of my entire business. So I'm putting CTO. I'm doing my own thing. I'm going rogue. You guys can do your own thing too. Yeah, I know, Ed. I know you're trying to be helpful. Yeah, I know. I'm aware of that. Hi, Smitty. How are you? Are you crying? Why are you crying? Do we have any moderators on Twitch right now? Anything to do with tech. Okay, yes. Definitely need that. Definitely going to be needing that. All right. And then we have the... Oh, wait, not the book. I mean, not my phone, the book. What'd you say, Zen? They're calling it Vice President of Marketing. Okay. I don't know what that means, Smitty. Am I setting up my company? No, I'm just making it better. Hey, Sarah. Head of Tech Innovation. Well, also problems, right? Like, so if there's like a tech issue, this person would be in charge of solving it. Like if there was some, like if your OBS is crashing 3 times per broadcast, someone in this branch would be in charge of making sure that got fixed. Hey, Sarah. As your company grows, yep, pass the titles. Yes, exactly, trainee. Yep, that's what we're doing here. That's what we're trying to establish, is kind of getting this all out. But there's no officer position for the marketing thing, right? Or is it CMO? Is that a thing? Chief Marketing Officer, is that a thing? We're building my organization chart for my business that's already in operations. Yes, it's a thing. Yes. All right, good. I'm glad. Okay, so now I made this, and you guys can tell me if you completely hate everything about it or if it seems okay. All right. It's got a lot of scribbles on the top. So you have CEO/owner, COO. You can make whatever you want. Thanks, Gnome, or Nomi. And then CFO, VP of Finance, CTO, VP of Tech, and CMO, VP of Marketing. He said you can make whatever you want. You can make Chief Snack Dude. That's true. I could make Chief Snack Dude. Chief Snack Officer. Smitty, you already knew that. We already knew that. This is not news, correct? You've told me this before, that you had cancer in your esophagus, right? And I thought that's why you were getting the surgeries. Any feedback? What do you think of that, anyone? You have dibs on Chief Snack Dude? Okay. The starting pay is $0. You're hired. No interview needed. Because you invented it. And you want them all fulfilled by yourself. Yeah, Bjorn, all of this is all stuff that I do right now. That one day, I mean, the higher positions are going to be like some of the last positions that really get filled. They may remove your esophagus. I thought we knew that too. And Fig Newtons. Fig Newtons are not a great snack. You're already fired. Chief Snack Dude, you're out. Anyone else? I'm looking for a new CSO, Chief Snack Officer. Do we have a moderator on Twitch? Get some stock if working for free. Get some stock. Yeah, the Chief Snack Dude. Hey, the trainee, can you not help the CSO to negotiate his position? All right, so what did there's one thing that I didn't put in here at all that he had on his, which was, no, screw that. I don't care about that. Okay. Apple Newtons. Oh, is that a thing? That might be better. All right, so we have now our financial roles. So under there is just accounts receivable and accounts payable. Yeah, sounds good to me. Uh-oh. Did I spell receive right? Wait, I don't think so. I don't think I spelled that right. Yep, I gotta flip my E in my eye. Oh crap. That looks so bad. I'm getting so frustrated with all the scribbling. It's fine. I'm not obviously gonna leave this on paper anyway. I thought this would be easier, but I was definitely wrong. Alright, accounts receivable, and then we have accounts payable. I don't understand why one is on top of the other one. Really, it should just be next to each other. His chart sucks. Can we all agree on this? This makes no sense. Like, he's got accounts payable on top of, I mean, accounts receivable on top of accounts payable, which is not a thing. They should be next to each other. Okay, I'm making mine right. Boom. Accounts payable. Payable. Box, box, box. Making boxes. Lots of boxes. Boom! Everything has boxes. Okay. I definitely feel like I'm losing my focus, but it's okay. We got this. We're gonna keep on going. As purchasing officer, I recommend a whiteboard. Ooh, whiteboard! Yes! Ed loves whiteboards. Because organization charts are a poor way of conceptualizing firm structures, limits of two-dimensional communication. Know me work, I like you more and more every second. And you know what else I like to do? Wait for it. Wait for it. This. Boom! Bye, CJ. See you never. Oh, thank you, Zen. Did you already ban him? Okay, because he was going for a little while. Alright, yes, he was a turd. Agreed. When you first incorporate, you only need the CEO, CFO, and secretary positions. Walter, I understand. I heard you when you first said it. Not heard, but read it. Yep, I got you. Don't worry. My little woman brain can handle this. Okay, sorry. I'm definitely feeling feisty today. Alright, so for the technology part of this, oh yeah, so you would want these to be like manager, and then you have like your billers. But really billing, I mean, I don't really have any kind of billing. Accounts receivable, I don't really even have that. I'm never rendering services without payment. So really I just have accounts payable. Oh yeah. You didn't know if it posted? I commented about it. Remember when I said secretary and I was like, hang on, let's focus on the higher level first. Really, there is no accounts receivable, right? Or is that just, like, because what would they be doing? Just making sure that the money balanced at the end of the day or something? I mean, couldn't the CFO do that? What really are these people even doing? There's no reason this should be a full-time job. Is this an LLC or an S Corp? Right now, it is a sole proprietorship. Hello, doctor. How are you? I'm taking it out. There's no point in it. I don't see it. It doesn't exist in my business right now, so it doesn't exist at all. Accounts payable. To pay our bills. Like Wi-Fi, data. Paying for our products. You'll probably hire an independent CPA to balance your books at first. What? To balance my books? And you're saying that person would be my accounts? Wait. That would be my CFO, my VP of finance would be an accountant? Makes sense. My heart hurts. Not my heart, but like my willpower. You're just saying accountant? I think there's a lag on the comments or something. All right, I've had enough of this. We will finish this. Actually, I will finish this with Ed on Thursday, probably on our call. Because I can't do this with no feedback. It's too much of an audience and not enough of brainstorming. So this is cool. I enjoyed this. Thank you guys for participating. I hope this helps you to get your organization structure nailed down. And when mine is complete, I will share the finished product with you. Maybe I'll share it on Friday when me and Ed do our episode 3 of our 67 steps discussion. So Friday, I hope, I haven't verified this with him, but hopefully, Ed, Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we'll have Ed on split screen again to talk about the 67 steps, starting with step 6. All right, Nomi, I will message you if me and Ed aren't able to pull it off, but I think we'll do just fine. But thank you. Appreciate that. And that'll be probably Friday. I'll share the finished result with you. I will be back later tonight in about 4 hours. I'll be back at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for a 1-hour yoga class with the sisters. Or, I'm sorry, no. I'm off. I'm going to be back at around probably 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for a little bit of yoga with my sister and her kids, because it's Monday, not Sunday. Sunday was yesterday. Today is Monday. Monday I go to my sister's house for yoga with the kids. Hucksters and their steps. What are hucksters? I'm talking about Ty Lopez's 67 Steps program. Yeah, it's good stuff. What else was I going to say? What else should we do today? Should we do a giveaway? Let's do a giveaway. All right. Let's check out the website. If you go to femyoga.com, you'll see at the top of my homepage a video it's a split screen of me and Zach Cookman, and it says subscribe to our YouTube, like and comment on this video to enter to win a prize from the prize pile. So let me go show you guys the prize pile. For you guys hanging out here, entrepreneurs, you're getting a little bit of an extra bonus access to this. I'll do the giveaway tonight after yoga, and I will quickly go grab the prizes to show you. So give me just a minute, and I'll show you what you can win. All you have to do is subscribe, like, and comment. There is no money involved in entry. Ta-da! Prize pile! Okay. Put on my lap. You could win one of these 2 camera mounts. So you have a camera grip here. And this one, which is also extendable. So you can use it like I just had, or you can use it like a selfie stick. Like that. Ta-da! Or, you can get this binaural microphone, which plugs right into your phone, and it has 2 sides, so you can do sounds on the left ear and the right ear if people are listening with microphone or headphones. You could win this book, Entrepreneurship Philosophia by J.M. Okello. He's another live broadcaster, and he wrote this book and sent it to me for free. Now I'm passing it on now that I've read it. And The Chimp Paradox by Dr. Steve Peters, another great book that we read recently. And you could win any of those 5 things. So again, one of 2 different camera mounts, a microphone, and 2 different books. All you have to do is subscribe to the Fem Yoga YouTube channel, like and comment on that video right on my homepage. It's the split screen between me and Zach Cookman. Hey John, my day is going good. How's yours? How's yours? We're going to do a little giveaway. So maybe I'll even come back live. Yeah, why don't I come back live for like, well, no. I don't think I am. I don't think I'm going to promote this giveaway. I want to see who actually figures it out by going to the website or by watching this replay. And I'll post it up on my Twitter, my Instagram. Yeah, and we'll see who actually enters. This could be interesting. This would probably be like your best chance of winning one of these things of all time, because I'm not actually going to do a whole separate promotion for it. So only the people who are really watching the content are going to know about it. Oh, CG, that's okay. Thank you. Yeah, I sometimes it's like taking a drink from a fire hydrant when you're talking business, you know. There's a lot of different things that you could do. So, check out my YouTube channel. You could win one of these 5 prizes tonight after I get home from yoga with my sister. So, it'll probably be around 8 or 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight, March 19th. And now I'm like making sure I'm going to check my calendar because I'm kind of making this up as I go. When will I give it away? I'm going to make sure right now. Yes, between like 8 or 9 p.m. tonight. All right. And I might give people, like, I might do like the first 15, 20 minutes of that broadcast. I might let people, let's do 30 minutes. We'll do a 30-minute broadcast. I get home usually around 8, so I'll try to be live by 9 p.m. I'll go live for 30 minutes and let people enter then, and then we'll do the drawing. Okay? Sound fair? Thank you, Mira. I am wearing red lipstick today, which is pretty rare for me to do that. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to be back, like I said, at about 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with yoga with my sister, my niece, and my nephew. You're going to be in a board meeting. All right, Walter, well, maybe you can peek in and see if you win. You do have to be here live to win. So comment on the YouTube video, like it, and subscribe to the channel. You have to do all 3 to be entered to win. And then I'm going to draw our winner tonight between 8 and 9, around 9 p.m. I'm going to do my drawing between 8:30 and 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. So be here to win. Otherwise, if you're not here and you get drawn, we're going to end up drawing someone else. We've done it before, but only once. So be here. I hope you enjoyed all the information we talked about today from the E-Myth Revisited by Michael Gerber, where we went over primary aim, strategic objectives, and organizational charts. So I'll show you my finished organizational chart on Friday when I have Ed on the show. Hopefully he can do that at 3 o'clock on Friday, and I'll be back in just a couple of hours with some yoga. Thanks for watching. This has been A Moment in Time with Taylor.